this week. So this week on my video, my last video about makeup got like such a good, like everyone really liked it, and so I thought I would come back to you guys with another makeup video that a lot of other YouTubers were doing, and it is makeup products that beauty gurus made me buy. So I have a lot like the Rihanna and the Patrick Starr and all these other products that I have that all the beauty gurus swear by. So I have tried some of them out before. I've tried most of them, but I'm going to show you guys and how I use them and if I think they're worth all the hype or not. So let's go on and get into the video. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and start out with my foundation. My foundation, I have so many different foundations. But this is my newest one. It's the Smashbox. So we're going to try this one out. Let me see what shade it is in. 1.2. So, okay, so all of the YouTubers are obsessed with these brushes. So I got the Ulta, because the ones that you can buy, they're like $200. And I was like, I'm not spending $200 on a brush. It is just not happening. So I tried the ones out at Ulta. I got these on Black Friday. And I'm going to show you the foundation. I haven't tried it with this foundation, but I've not been loving these things. But all the beauty gurus on Instagram and everything love it, so I'm just going to take a couple of pumps of this on here and see how it looks, putting it on with this. Okay, honestly, it's looking a little streaky. I'm a beauty blender person, so I would totally rather put this on with a beauty blender than this brush, but I mean, it's getting it done. I just feel like I'm going to have to use a lot more product, and I don't know, I'm not loving it. I'm not living for it at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, this brush is nice, and it feels nice on my skin, but it's going to take a lot of product to get it all. Oh, because you can still see red right here and red. So, I'm going to go back in with my beauty blender, and I guess to start out the video, it's not starting out too well, because the hype about these brushes are not a thing. Now, maybe if I got the real one and not the dupe one from Ulta, then I might like it a lot better. So, but it's kind of stiff, and I feel like I just washed this and it just takes all of my products. So I'm going to go in and finish this with my beauty blender because my beauty blender is like my old faithful and it's going to get the job done a lot better. Okay, so foundation is done. I like it a lot better with my beauty blender. It's I don't know, I'm a beauty blender person. Okay, so now we are going to head and go in with concealer. So I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty sticks. I know people have been loving these. I personally love them a lot, but I've learned that I have to apply them differently just because of the consistency that they are. So I have the lightest ones in the colors Linen, Amber, and Starstruck, and they're super good for traveling. They're super pretty. So we're going to go ahead and use the concealer for it. The concealer, I love it a lot. I put it under my eyes, and that's kind of the only place that I put the concealer. And then I blend it out with my beauty blender. I found out with the contour stick that it works better if you don't put it on as the stick, because it's just a weird consistency and it doesn't like to blend out, and it just leaves like a streaky line on your face. So I found another way to do that, but we'll talk about that in 1 second after I get my concealer on. I don't wear a lot of concealer. Okay, so now that that is nice and blended out, we will talk about setting powders. Oh my goodness, we will go back to those beauty sticks 1 second, but I'm going to go ahead and set my face right now with this before we start contouring. The world has been blessed with Patrick Starr and this Patrick Starr setting powder. We don't deserve this. It's such an incredible product. I got it a couple days ago. It's been on back order for the longest time, but I finally got it in. And I've been working on different ways that I like to apply it, what brushes and stuff I like to use, but let's just look at the packaging, how beautiful this is. I know I use like these other powders like from drugstore places and stuff, like this one, but you have not seen setting powder until you've used Patrick's setting powder. So we are going to use that. I have a couple ways that I want to see how we want to apply it. Just look at it. It's so like high tech and nice, and I don't know if you can see that, but okay. So first of all, we're gonna apply it with a beauty sponge. It's not like a beauty blender, it's just a sponge. So we're gonna apply it under my eyes, everywhere. Guys, look at how amazing that goes on. It's life changing, honestly. Like, you could bake with this, you could do so much with it. But today I'm just going to set my makeup with it. I was watching other videos and they said to make sure that you put it around your mouth because of the smile lines and stuff. Because I realized, have you ever realized that there's like lines in your makeup from where you smile? Maybe that's just me, but I've noticed that. And so we're going to keep putting this on, especially in my T-zone. And I have a problem with my nose. I feel like I'm like a person that touches their like nose like this and stuff all the time, so my foundation comes off of it. So we're going to make sure that we set that really good. So I'll show you how it goes on with a brush as well. This is my fluffy brush that I always use. It's an e.l.f. one. It goes on great with a brush too. I think it's just kind of your preference. I like putting it on with a sponge better, but I mean, you do you. You can do whatever. It's kind of the same thing, but it is a blessing and it's an amazing product. I wish I might get more of the collection, but I just got this to start out with and I love it. So this one is totally worth all the hype that it's been given. It's always out of stock everywhere. I went to Sephora's everywhere and couldn't find it anywhere. So now we're going to go back to contouring. With this contour stick, I do not like applying it through the stick. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't look good. It looks streaky. So I have started recently using this brush that I never used before, but I've started using it on this because I saw it on another YouTube video. The stippling brush. And so I just kind of run it across the top of the stick, just like this, and get a product on it, and then go in and contour with that. So you can definitely tell the product is on my face and it's looking really, really nice. So here's the non-contoured side compared to the contoured side. And I personally love it a lot better. So I'll show you guys how it goes on if you do it like a stick. It's really hard to blend. Obviously it looks cool, but it's so hard to blend. Like, you can sit and blend this all day long and it will blend, it will work out, but it just, I don't have time for that and it leaves like a line on my face. So see, it's working out, it's starting to blend, but it's just taking me a lot longer than it did with the brush, and I personally just like putting it on with the brush better, but that's another preference thing, that's just me. Blended that out on this side, you can kind of see it. It looks pretty good, but I like this side better. It's more like prominent and you can see it more. So I'm going to go over this one with my brush a little bit, but so there is my contouring. I know some people really go in deep into the contouring, but just for everyday, I don't really go that much into it. So there is that with the Rihanna beauty sticks. I love them. I love contouring with them. I'd rather contour with that than, like, I have this Anastasia Beverly Hills like contour kit, and I would rather contour with this than this. I feel like it gets it done better. But I still like to use bronzer, and everyone's favorite bronzer on any YouTube channel, they will tell you the Hoola Benefit bronzer. So I'm going to go in with that with one of my brushes. All my brushes are Real Techniques, pretty much all of them are. I love face makeup. Maybe that's just me, but I'm not obsessed with face makeup. Okay, so next we will do, this isn't something that a lot of YouTubers use. It's not really been put out anywhere, but I found this on Black Friday and it was a good deal and I really like it. It is the Beauty Gems blush kit. I love it. I think it's an Ulta product, but I'm going to use this color right here. It's my favorite color. And we're going to use that for our blush. I have a Tarte blush, but it's too light and you can't even see it on my face, so. So now we will move on to highlighting. Okay, has anyone seen these drops on Instagram? I know if you watch any makeup videos on Instagram, you've seen them. So we're gonna be Instagram people right now. Are you ready for this? Oh my goodness, do I look like the people on Instagram? So these drops are super duper awesome. They're from Tarte and they are the Rainforest of the Sea Radiance drops, and you can use them for so many different things, but I like to use them as kind of a base for my highlight because they look so good. You can mix it with like your foundation or anything like that, and I've done that before and I love that too. So these things are awesome and I totally recommend them. They look so pretty. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but it looks so pretty. But I'm going to go back in with another highlight because, you know, you gotta be highlighted. This is another product that everyone is raving about. It's the Urban Decay Afterglow palette. It's got 4 colors in it. They're all super pretty. I kind of struggle with finding colors to use that I like, but my favorite one is Bliss in the palette, so we're going to use that one. That is that. Then I go back over everything and just kind of blend it all out to make sure everything blends together nicely and looks really good. Now we can move on to brows. Oh my gosh, my favorite part of any YouTube video is brows. And my favorite thing to use on my brows, I've tried Benefit, I've tried everything, but all the YouTubers always use the Anastasia pomade, and that's what I'm going to be using today. Mine is in the color Auburn. So here we go. I love doing brows so much. It's not even funny. Now we are going to go in and start my eyes. I'm going to do a full look with this palette right here. It is a new palette from Tarte. It's the Tartelette Toasted palette, and it is very, very nice. I love all these colors. I love doing these colors on myself. So we're going to go ahead and start out with the color Cashmere. Right there, and I have a flat brush right here that I'm going to be using. So we're going to do this for our base on our lid. Honestly, my favorite palette right now. I have a couple others. I love all my new Naked palettes, but my favorite right now is this one. It is so, so pretty. You can mix this with the Naked Heat palette and get like a crazy awesome look that I love to do. Next, I have a little slanted brush. And we're going to use the color Warmth in the palette and put it a little bit above our crease. Start in the crease and kind of go up towards your brow bone. Alright, next we are going to blend in Cozy into your crease. I have a more pointed brush like this I'm going to use for it. Now we're going to blend the whole thing out with a fluffy brush before we go back in and do anything else. And now I just like to go in with Fireside because it is a little bit darker and put it just on the outsides. Use the same brush right here. It darkens it up and it looks really, really pretty. And then blend it in. So we're using a lot of colors in this palette and I love that. Because I never use just one palette. I like mix all my palettes together and use them. And this is really cool that we're using just one palette. So blend all that out because everything's got to be blended before we can do anything else. if you want to, you can go back in with the color Cashmere and blend it out with that so it kind of lightens it up just a tad. So after that is blended out, we are going to, I like to put shimmers on things, so we are going to put shimmer on. My favorite shimmer in this palette is Sunset, so we're going to go in with Sunset. The best thing to do when you have a shimmer and it's not like it's like in a palette, is spray your brush with like setting spray or something. And we're going to start out with Sunset on it and put that on my whole lid. You can see how pretty that is. And then I'm going to go in with the color Candle and just do that in the inner corners of my eye. Alright, now I'm going to do my liner. I got some new eyeliner. This is the NYX Professional Makeup. I love it. I love it a lot more than the one I was using. I was using one with like a brush and stuff. This one comes off so much better. It just looks so much better. So I'm going to do eyeliner right now. Alright, so now the last thing we need to do, well not the last thing, but one of the last things we need to do is mascara, and this is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I got this as a sample on Black Friday, and so we're going to try this one on, see if it's worth all the hype. Honestly, I really like it, I'm not going to lie. I think it looks really good. But at the end of the day, mascara is kind of mascara. It kind of just depends on what you like the most. And if I was like going out and stuff, I would totally put falsies on. The last product we are going to try after I finish this is the Kylie Lip Kit. I am a firm believer in Kylie. I have seen like reviews and stuff on her brushes that haven't been the best, but as far as her lip kits go, I am a full supporter of them, so I personally think Kylie is worth all the hype. But the color that I think I'm going to be using today, let's see, I kind of want more of a red. Let's do this one. We are going to do this one. It is one of the tiny ones from her birthday collection. It's called Surprise Me, and I love, love, love this color. It is so awesome. So let's go ahead and put that on. So there is that. I love Kylie Cosmetics. I'm totally all for Kylie Cosmetics. I know a lot of people, it's a lot of controversy, but I personally love them and love her. She's awesome. But the last thing I'm going to do is obviously setting spray, because when you do your makeup, you want it to stay all day long and forever, pretty much. So, obviously this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. It's an Old Faithful. It doesn't get much better than this, so. And that is my finished look for today. All of the products that pretty much all the products that I use are very hyped up on Instagram and YouTube and everything, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm very excited. Thank you guys. We hit 700 subscribers. I don't know why I haven't said that yet, but we hit 700 subscribers, and I'm so excited for that. It means so much to me that you guys are liking these videos. Keep commenting on what you guys want, because I kind of got this idea from some of y'all's comments from last week. And so I'm very excited that our channel is growing. So we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers this year, and that would be amazing. So I'll be back with you guys next week with another makeup video. So give me some ideas below what you guys want to see. If you guys want to see looks or whatever you want to see, you let me guys know down in the link below. And I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next week.